Blockchain monkeys, how are you, my friend?
What's going on, my brother, man?
It is great to see you, man.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. 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 We talking about an intellectual train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. Russian research, theory, research that research. Throw it on a nano ledger, pull that heat first. We used to fun and the Twitter beef, cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now he mocking me with no degree. We staying by the script. Keep it walking, respecting elders in these bushes.
Bitcoin is talking.
And shout out to my blockchain monkeys who came out of that safari to our chain party. Jason Rockwood with it. You can give us the W, cause it's gorillas in the jungle.
Let them loose.
They rocking with me.
Oh, they feeling me. ODL.
That's the order, man. Liquidity. Hey, Wall Street.
We got what you need. A lot for crypto liquidity.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. 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 We talking about an intellectual train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym. I'm talking mad research. And I make a head spin because it was C, K, and it was D, and I, and it was always Kevin K with some T, and I am mixing crypto.
That's a lot of legendary.
I was screaming to the masses, acting like they couldn't hear it. With a lot of raw cash and gem crypto. How you living?
Cause you can be chain token vision. It's Papa Doc.
And Mikey, yo, Uncle Sam, cause he took me on a lifeboat. She got a fatty, and she's a nurse. I'm here to put my rocket in her universe. Oh, this is freedom here.
I'm talking Roger V.
Antonopolis. That's what brought me here. Walking in this bitch like Jim Swartz. I'm an arson. So we're party and we're right after the ISAP. Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual train.
It's the idea up in the streets, man. XRP #1 says stick to crypto. Don't try that hip hop. Don't try that rap thing.
We talking about an intellectual train. It's the OT up in the streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. How you living? They say we doomed. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon. How you living? They say we doomed. I beg to differ. Roses on the moon.
Are you participating?
Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're excited. I hope you're excited. Bitcoin hit 50,000. Did I say Bitcoin? Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit 50K today. What? Well, last night or early in the hours, something. 50K. Wow, that is crazy. Whoa, that is really, really exciting, man. I gotta tell you, looking forward to XRP Joe, right? I love it. Looking forward to airdrops on my airdrops. Let's go, Flare. Yes, indeed. Man, that is going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to that as well. XRP Joe, Flare Net Worth has got a brother changing up, considering changing up. I did change up. I changed up the exit strategy. I changed up. I'm like, got to set a new milestone for XRP because I'm going to need some to go to plan A and plan B, and I'm going to need some for plan B on the Flare networks. Wow. Absolutely. Well, I gotta tell you, man, there's a, I don't know if you guys have kind of caught this lately, but probably my last 5 or 6 live streams, I've been really talking about Bitcoin, not from the digital aspect perspective, but about what it brings, the monetary policy network framework that it brings to the world. And that, my friends, I think is really the big picture. I know there's a big to-do going on right now amongst YouTubers in this space. It's an interesting, I know it's a big to-do about it. I really do. Today, there was a couple of tweets coming out from XRP content creators. And I just got to tell you that, yeah, I had to ponder this for a while, for a long while before I decided to do a video today. But I just got to tell you, I've been thinking about this. It's been kind of eating at me for a while now, really. And we'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. We're going to go over the numbers for sure and definitely get into some stuff. What's going on, XRP Joe? Hey, kid, let's get to see you. Crypto_JS is Wi-Fi just went off. Oh man, are you shitting me? Lost internet. And the Wi-Fi just cut out. Just cut out. Okay, I'm back on now. Good. I don't know what happened. It just went dark there for a second. So yeah, we're going to get into that as well. Definitely. I refreshed, came back. Cool. You're back on. Jeff Williams. Thank you. XRP #1. Thank you so much. You're still alive, so don't panic. Keep rolling. What's going on, Property Rich? You are live now, says Fashard. Awesome. Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it just went. Yeah, I saw it on the laptop. No internet for some reason. Please, everyone, like the channel. Yeah, thank you, Klaus. I appreciate that. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button if you haven't already. So we're going to get into the kind of the big controversy today with content creators with Crypto Eddie and DAI. We're going to get into that a little bit as well, but I do want to celebrate Bitcoin getting to 50K. That was a really, really cool thing. The great what is that? The great Crypto Cat is here. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Fashard Rouhani, good afternoon to you, brother. Neil F is in the building, watching from Manchester, England. What's good, Neil? Good to see you. Yeah, XRP needs to hit 50K like yesterday. Crawfish XRP is in the building. What's good, brother? Good to see you. Dado Cheeto is here. Darcy, what's good? What's good, my friend? Chi-Town is here. What's going on, Chi-Town? XRP for life, indeed. I know. DJ is here. Trevor, what's good, brother? I appreciate you sharing with me all the time, man. I appreciate that big time. Legendary is in the building. What's going on, Legendary? Yeah, Dado Cheeto. It's, it's that Brooklyn thing, right? Wow, 12.4 inches in Ohio. We got a lot of good friends. I'm like, this thing is crazy in Texas. Got family out in Texas. They're like, what in the world? What is this thing going on here with the snow? And we got friends and business partners out in Texas as well. Master Easy. Hi, bro. What's going on with you, Master Easy? That sounds like a DJ or a hip hop name. Chance Gardner is here from San Francisco. Crypto Kahuna, hello. Hello, my friend. Aloha to you. You said I've been back on, huh? So I guess that was interesting. I probably never went dead when you guys is in, huh? That was really crazy. 4 million without power here in Texas. Wow, Jeff, 4 million people without power. Yeah, we got some good friends, man. I mean, that's tough too. When you no power, or you got kids and icy roads and conditions. Brutal. Oh, stay safe, man. Stay safe, Jeff. Really, really crazy. So let's go over the numbers real quick. Look, guys, listen, the Bitcoin dominance is up, right? So what that means is we're not in full tilt alt season yet, right? 61.5%, just not there for the alts. But congrats to Bitcoin for hitting 50K. All-time high, $50,329. Wow. Ethereum's $1,762. Cardano's at 86 cents. Shout out to Danny Loth. Polkadot's at $30.17. XRP's at 52 cents. I'm waiting for that 2 for $1. And I will be getting back in 2 for $1 for sure. 2 for $1, 3 for $1, 4 for $1. Yep, I'm in. I don't know if we're going to get to the 4 for $1 though. Litecoin, big Binance coin's $130. Man, it's just crazy. Litecoin's at $207. Now remember, we're just getting higher lows, right? If you check in your Blockfolio, even though it's down, it's still higher than it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, right? And that's what we want. Bitcoin Cash is like $695.22. Link's $31.84, man. Stellar Lumens, man, we could have got Link at $1. You want to talk about one of the big fails? That was one of the big fails, man. Not listening, and getting Link at $1. When it got recommended to us, it was $1. And I was still stashing XRP at the time. I was still going for the high, tough one. 30X right there. Stellar Lumens at 48 cents. Doge is at 5 cents. And Cosmos is at $24.44. Absolutely amazing. I got to figure out where can I stash that Atom, ATOM. Where can I put the Cosmos? I guess there's no, is there any place that's doing any kind of free, like the free staking where it's not locked up for forever? If you guys know, let me know. That'd be awesome. Uni is at $20, which is really, 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 really cool indeed. So the market's, red, 85, 95% red right now, which, if perhaps you don't have enough bags, maybe it's a chance to, maybe you haven't quite filled the bags yet. Maybe there's a chance to, kind of look into that. Let me see which live stream is the real live stream. No, that's not the real one. Let's go with this, get rid of this here. And let's go here. So guys, listen, on the XRP train, bullish indeed, crawfish, Atomic Wallet, you can do Atom there on Atomic, cool. Drowsy, indeed, what's good, brother? You know what's coming, Seed, zeroed out, indeed, it's coming, without question. XRP number 1 says Bitcoin's going to 1,000, wow. I did that, Cheeto. I did see the recent news on the SEC versus XRP. If you're talking about the thing with the Annalisa Torres, the 9-page report, yeah, we went over that yesterday. I didn't go over the report, Dado Cheeto, because I'm not an attorney, but Jeremy Hogan from Legal Briefs did, and he was kind of excited. He was kind of excited. I wish Dick was here so we could tell him, hey, maybe this is one of the reasons why we're excited about Jeremy. I'm not sure if Dick is going to be returning though. Mark E, what's going on, bro? So I hear you, Huel. Right? We have to do what we got to do. No money to stack, just trying to hold this shit. I hear you, bro. Oh, Binance US. Really? RV Glover, how are you, my friend? I didn't know that. No, yeah, I don't think that's what that means, Dado Cheeto. Dado Cheeto said, yes, sir. It doesn't seem like a settlement is to happen. No, I just think in that past position, there wasn't a settlement to be had. And they're agreeing right now. But I think that Ripple is looking forward to the new guy coming in, whenever that's going to be, and the environment for a settlement will be better. 10% staking with Atomic, really? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I just think that, once the environment changes, we get the new administration in, just like Jeremy Hogan from Legal Breach was saying in the video that he did, I guess, late last night, early this morning. It's just waiting kind of for that administration. I think that both sides want to kind of get a settlement. And again, I don't think Gary Gensler is wanting to deal with the Ripple lawsuit. Yeah, Garcia, Greg Manarino reckons BTC needs a good pullback before heading higher. Yeah. And this is what the blockchain backer is saying, BC backer. DIY investing tweeted this out as well. That blow off top hasn't happened yet for Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I believe that in the settlement they can still get clarity, right? Because they did ask for a ruling on XRP as a security, not a security. So, whatever the judge decides to do, I believe that is going to be part of it. Yeah, that's the problem, XRP number one. What's the time scale for Gensler? No one knows. That's the problem right now. No one knows. Yeah, 10% stake in it. Yeah. Atomic wallet. I don't have Atomic. Andy Greenwood, what's going on, my friend? What's up from Alberta, Canada? Friggin' cold here. Minus 50 degrees. Wow. Minus 50 in Canada, Alberta. Wow. The other week it was that cold. That is crazy, my friends. That is crazy. So anyway, we need more people like this YouTuber in crypto. And for me, that is Crypto Eddie. Crypto Eddie. We need more people like Crypto Eddie in this space. We really, really do. We need more women in crypto in the digital asset space. Without question, we need that. And in addition to that, we need someone like Crypto Eddie who leans to the side of inclusiveness and runs away from divisiveness, who actually wants to promote a community and not just an XRP community, who wants to promote and leans into anti-tribalism versus tribalism. And I couldn't agree with her more when she tweeted about Bitcoin and not just DAI, but any YouTuber who tries to merely point out the shortcomings and the shortfallings and the ailments and the ails that is BTC, and doesn't recognize what BTC brought to this game. I would humbly submit to you, and maybe you can disagree, and feel free to disagree, by the way, right? I would humbly submit to you that there would be no XRP without BTC. There would be no XRP without BTC. I believe that. I firmly believe that. I wonder if when Glenn Hutchins says the value is in the protocol, I wonder how that applies to Bitcoin. What is the protocol of Bitcoin? What does Bitcoin bring to the table? Now, listen, it's cool to understand what the shortcomings are of Bitcoin, but to not acknowledge the strengths and to not acknowledge what it brings and what it has brought to the world, that's a problem. To merely point out the shortcomings and not point out the advantages and the things that is brought to the table is wrong. Anybody who leans towards divisiveness, if you will, and doesn't promote inclusiveness or inclusivity, if that's the word, doesn't do the space any good. Like really, it doesn't do the space any good. That's why you get bigger, big minds like Raoul Paul. And I believe even, I don't know if Novogratz had pointed it out, but what's his name? Certainly Brad Garlinghouse has. This whole idea of these tribes, this tribalism it's not good for the overall space. I say this all the time when I'm training. Each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. And so, it's such a weird thing because I appreciate a dude's hustle. I really do. I appreciate, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I've been that way for a while. I appreciate a dude's hustle, right? I really do. So if you can put content together and put it together every single day, that is awesome, right? And then you got some of us who do it twice a day, right? An hour stream or longer every single day, twice a day, right? So I appreciate, right? I really do. I appreciate like a dude's hustle. I really do. I think ultimately there is such a bigger picture to the digital asset space that I think a lot of people are missing because here's the thing that I want a lot of you to get right now. And I remember I thought about this early on, 2016, 2017. I remember, it was preparing to do a video. This is when I was doing videos on all things, the lending platform space. And I was thinking to myself, how is this digital asset space going to happen? How is it going to get adopted if the only thing that we are doing, you and I, is trying to make money? If the only thing that you and I are doing, the only thing, is buying it and holding it and try to make money, how is it going to be adopted? How is it going to mature and grow? And I just think, from what I see, from what she did when she responded, was when she called out DAI. I mean, just flat out called out DAI, right? And I think, and I can't speak for her, we'll have to ask her, right? But I think what she was trying to point out is, you can tend to lean towards one camp or the other camp in the digital asset space, like really easy, right? But is that the best thing for the digital asset space? Right? And again, it's one thing to kind of point out the shortcomings, right? People people try to call out the shortcomings of XRP, right? They try to, is this, and they, right? So if that's not good for XRP, then why is it okay for XRP people to do that to BTC? Right? Right? What's going on, home-based income 101? Good to see you, miss. And again, it's dangerous. It's not good for the digital asset space as a whole to promote tribalism or to promote, the thing that I got, yeah, it's better than the thing that you got. Like that's not good for the space. Like the bigger battle is not amongst you and I. That's not the battle. The bigger battle is against the powers that be that do not, listen to me, that do not want the digital asset space to win. That do not want you and I to have an opportunity to choose the monetary system in which we participate in. That's where the battle is. And then ultimately, in order to win that battle, we need all of us. Each of us needs all of us. And all of us need each of us. Right? You guys have turned into my channel for a while now. I always say this. I always say that they want us to war against one another. That's what they want, to be distracted in that. So we lose focus of the bigger picture. What Bitcoin brought to the world is an opportunity for you and I to choose a monetary system other than what the governments force us to participate in. That is the bigger picture. That is what Bitcoin brought to the marketplace. It's not about the technology. Right? And I feel as though at times in this space there can be content creators that it feels like this is their thinking. I have the chosen one and you don't. Ha ha. I have the chosen one and you don't. Ha ha. I win. Me and my family win. My dudes that I turned on, we win, but you don't win. Ha ha. And I think that any content creator or YouTuber that promotes that leans into that, it's not great for the space. Because there's a big battle. There's a bigger battle. And I just think that sometimes it's easier to say, you know what? Who are we to put up a fight? Who are we? We're just the little guys. Who are we to put up a fight against the establishment? Who are we to do that? And I would just humbly submit to you, that's what they want. They want us to think like that. To eventually succumb to, it's not even worth the battle. Like it's not even worth the battle to have a monetary system in which you and I can choose to participate. That's in a free market, It's not even worth it. It's not even worth that battle. You know what I mean? like it's not even worth it, right? Yeah. And that's what they want. They want you to succumb to the notion of the idea of, you know what, they'll just break out the guns. They'll just break out the guns. Think about that mindset and think about those choices. Look, succumb to what they say we should have or we should use, or they'll just bring out the guns. I mean, think about that. Or think about an opportunity to choose which monetary system we want to go. And just think about succumbing to, yeah, we shouldn't be able to choose. We should just let them thrust it down our throats. Because, hey, it's the big G. And hey, they got guns. So, just lay down. Mr. Windows in the building. What's going on, my friend? Guys, do me a favor. There's over 100 and something people in the stream and only 56 likes. If you're enjoying the hangout, if you're enjoying the conversation, and trust me, I'm going to read your responses, because this is not, hey, what Crypto Caesar says goes. Hey, that's it. No, we can have a discussion, right? We can have a discussion here, right? So I just want you to think about that. Well, we don't need choices. Why do we need choices? We'll just take what they give us. Never mind that what they have given us for the past, I don't know how many decades, has failed us time and time and time again. Never mind that. We'll just wait for the next thing that they come up with, and we'll just, we'll just accept it. Right? It's not about BTC. The least amount of assets in our portfolio is BTC. The least amount. But what I'm not acknowledging is what it brought. Do you know, have you had the chance to think about what BTC brought to the table for you and I? Or is it just about making money? Or is it just about that? Right? I think when you get a content creator, a YouTuber who leans into, there's two things, right? There's us, all of us. And then there's we, me and my family. Right? That's what, when you get, because when you get a content creator or YouTuber who's leaning towards that we thing, like I got mine's, I'm good. Like I got mine, I'm good. Like I'm good. And I probably don't want other people to get it, because then, it could be less for me, right? When you get someone kind of leaning that way, like what I'm saying is that's not good for the space. We need the digital asset space to win, because it's our chance to win. If we get divided and split up and split up into fourths and split up into eighths and then split up into 16ths and 32nd and 60, that gives them a better chance to win. They don't want us to have a monetary free market choice. They don't want that. They don't want it. So, so for me in the Crypto Caesar's home, it's about us. It is not about we. It is about us. Yeah, but Drowsy, and look, Drowsy says, man, where'd it go? Man, I see that's where you're getting it twisted. BTC doesn't bring the financial freedom we think it does. No. No digital asset brings us the freedom, right? No digital asset brings us the freedom that we think it does. It's the monetary policy behind the digital asset. Look, I haven't been in the space very long. Where did the idea or notion of decentralization come from? Where did the notion of a limited, quote unquote, okay, fixed supply, no inflation policy come from? Like, where did that come from? Like, that came from Bitcoin. Right? It came from Bitcoin. It's not the digital asset, it's the policy, right? That's what I've been saying for the last, few streams. It's about that monetary policy behind it that came along with it. That's where the win is. That's where the win is. What Bitcoin did and the way that it was created and built upon this internet thing, right? This new form of money where they can't take it away from us. And that choice to choose between government money and another kind of money, that choice, because let's face it, I mean, who here would argue about who the real enemy is? Right? Who here can forget what happened in 2008 and 2009? Who can forget that? I mean, I would just humbly submit that's where that's the enemy. That, quote unquote, is where the enemy lies. Failed monetary policy after failed monetary policy after failed monetary policy after failed monetary policy. And what Bitcoin represents, remember Bitcoin, when I say Bitcoin, I'm talking about the entire space. It's a new monetary system that gives us a choice, a free market choice that the fiat world didn't give us. We didn't have a choice. We don't have a choice. There's no choice there. Right? Right now, for I don't know how many years, taxes have to be paid in the fiat dollar. Right? The monetary system behind Bitcoin, Drowsy, is what I'm talking about. That's the value. That's where the value comes. We know about the shortcomings of the technology, but that's what it's the policy, it's the monetary policy behind it that I think is significant. Guys, I've been sharing with you guys that I've been reading 2 books again and again, Becoming Your Own Banker and The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Amos. Great read, really, really great read. It's not what you think it is. You got to get it. I'm going to read you a couple of things here that I thought was really apropos for today. Really, really important for today. Let me share a couple of things just to give you some food for thought, right? This guy, Frederick Hayek, is being quoted here in this book. And I'm going to read what the author says after that as well. Then I'm going to read one more thing. So for some food for thought, right? I don't believe we shall ever have a good money again before we take the thing out of the hands of government. That is, we can't take it violently out of the hands of government. All we can do is by some sly, roundabout way introduce something that they can't stop. Now, I don't know when Frederick Hayek said this. My guess is a long time ago, but I don't know. I think I saw a video of him on YouTube or something the other day. Right? Let me read this. Well, I'll read this here. And then the author said something about that quote. He says, speaking in so it was in 1984, Frederick said this, 1984, right? It's pretty safe to say that probably, I don't know, Bitcoin probably wasn't created by some junior high school kid, probably, or kids, probably. 1984, Frederick Hayek said that. So speaking in 1984, completely oblivious to the actual form of this something they can't stop, Frederick Hayek's presence sounds, maybe a prescience or prescience, I kind of know how to pronounce that, sounds outstanding today. 3 decades after he uttered these words, and a whole century after a government destroyed the last vestige of sound money that was the gold standard. Individuals worldwide have the choice. Individuals worldwide have the chance to save and transact with a new form of money. And here's the key: chosen freely on the market and outside of government control. And outside of government control. And, I think it's these ideas, right? Certain freedoms that we are blessed to have in the US, those were first ideas. Those were first ideas. And what if the majority of the people back then said, hold on a second, that's the big G, and they have bigger guns than we have? What if that would have been the majority? What if that would have been the mindset and the attitude? Those freedom things, hold on a second. The big G's got to understand, come on. This is we're talking about a dominant army. We're talking about, right? Oh, what? What if that would have been the mindset? To just lay down and just accept, if you will, the status quo. It makes me think about what freedoms might we have today. So it's really the idea of this shot for us to freely choose is what it represents. And again, I'm not sure if we will have XRP without Ripple, without Bitcoin. And this is another quote from the book. Government control of money has turned money from being the reward for producing value to the reward for obedience to government officials, right? That's what I'm talking about. Ultimately, that's what I'm talking about. And I just, again, tribalism in this space is not healthy. It's not going to allow us to win. And when you get people that kind of right? That's exactly right, Legendary, right? When you think about that, you know, for me, calling out the, you know, it's important to call to keep the bigger picture in front of us, the bigger picture, right? That's what's important. And again, you know, for me, this idea of warring with one another is not cool. And, you know, again, we want it to win. We want the digital asset space to win because it's our shot. It's our chance to win. But we can't forget what it ultimately represents, right? This whole idea of level playing field, inclusive, unbanking the unbanked, all those different types of things. Why should someone in Bangladesh have less choices rather than more choices, right? When the powers that be says, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take out BTC. We're going to take out EOS. We're going to take out all the privacy coins. We're going to take out this. You're going to have less choices. And then maybe 5 years from now, they break that list out again. That's what it's about. It's easy to just say, well, wait, hold on a second. Those dudes got the guns and hey, let's just chill. Let's just lay down. Oh, hey, and by the way, it's easier to say that when you have yours. It's easy to say, let's just lay down. I got mine. What about that new person coming into the space? Right? It's just a bigger picture. And, you know, I don't think that anyone is, you know, waking up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to cause some tribalism. I'm going to do some tribalism stuff. I don't think anyone does that necessarily. But we do, as content creators, have a responsibility to the bigger picture. Now, we may not have asked for that responsibility, but there it is, right? There it is, right? And so the bigger picture, I think, is the most, absolutely, without question, the most important thing. You know what I mean? Matthew Weecock says all-time high greed. Yeah. And again, it's that, you know, there's two things, right? There's us, all of us, and then there's we, you know, me and my family, we got ours. How are you doing? Oh yeah, lay down. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, the big G may be a little bit more preferable to our digital asset. We're good. How about you? I'm not sure if that's the best thing for the digital assets, right? XRP Joe, finally off work. What did I miss? You know what I mean? Ultimately, that's kind of how I see it. Each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. And there are some people who just won't get that big picture. It's just some people who don't get it. Like they, you know, they don't get it. You know, it's funny too, because very, very few people talk about the fact about Energy Web and the Energy Web token and how any blockchain can get on that and kind of decarbonize stuff. You hardly hear people talking about that. You hardly hear anyone, suggesting BTC. I heard one person say it could hop on there, right? And like Simon Dixon says, and I agree with him, I still believe that Bitcoin has not won the store value thing yet. It hasn't won it yet. Jackie 33 is driving and listening. What's going on, miss? Appreciate you being here. And Matt LaRoche is on the treadmill. Jackie's driving. What's going on, Matt LaRoche? Right? It still hasn't won it yet. But I want it to win because of what it brings, what it represents. And I think, truthfully, that when you see people in prominent positions like the Bank of England or head of the ECB or head of the IMF or head of these central banks, BIS, and they're pointing to the shortcomings and ailments of Bitcoin. And again, I ask you humbly, and in full sincerity, do you really think that they are concerned about climate control? Like, do you really think that they're concerned about climate? Why now? Why all of a sudden now? Those same people, think about this, those same people before the invent of Bitcoin. No, there's no such thing as climate control. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, this, right? Those very same people in those positions, the same people in those positions, climate control, what? No, there's no such thing. Global warming? No, no, everything's great. Everything's fine. I challenge you to go back, do that time history thing or that history machine thing. Challenge you and look at the people in the position at the ECB, at the Bank of England, at the IMF, at the freaking BIS, 2007, 2006, 2000. Check and see their stances on global warming and climate control then. I challenge you to do that. It's not about climate control. They don't want what Bitcoin represents. That's what it's about. They don't want us to have our own economic choices in a monetary system where we can freely choose to adopt it and where you and I can freely say that it has value. They don't want that. What they want is to push their money on us. That's what they want. That's what this is about. And if you think for 1 second that they didn't come together and figure out how can we dethrone Bitcoin, I mean, think about it for a second. I'm talking about the BIS, the IMF, the ECB, all the central bankers. I mean, just think about that. It's their money or this new money where you and I freely choose. I mean, think about it. And the easy thing to get on mainstream media, the easy thing to get on in front of a microphone and a camera to talk about is climate control, because they know about the energy thing with Bitcoin. They know it. They know it. And I would humbly submit to you that it's not about that. They are not concerned with energy consumption. They know we can technology our way out of that. We can technology our way out of that. Someone suggested all you got to do is take all the pre-mined BTC and put it on a ledger. You don't have to worry about that any longer. We can technology our way out of that if we want to. But what we can't do, what they can't do is that choice, that free market choice for you and I. With that brings along that, 21 only ever, no chance of them inflating it away. No chance, no shot, none. That's what they are afraid of. That's what they are afraid of, my friends. CN Dafe, what's going on? Joe D is in the building. Hello to you. Alex, what's going on, my friend? Right? So I would humbly submit to you, that's the bigger picture, guys. Really, ultimately, that's what it is. So we need more people like Crypto Eddie in this space, because I think she leans more towards inclusiveness. I think that she leans more towards a bigger picture that each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. I think that she leans more towards the bigger picture. She leans into the bigger picture that the digital asset space is our chance to win, and they know it. And don't let them take it away from us by joining this camp and joining this camp and pointing out this shortcoming and pointing out this shortcomings without providing some answers, and not without recognizing that there are answers available. Flare Network came around and recognized some of the shortcomings in the XRP ledger. Can you imagine? Could you imagine there's some shortcomings? There's some ailments. There's some woes in the XRP ledger. Can you imagine that? And someone came along and figured out a way to make it a little better, to bring a little bit more utility to it. And not just, by the way, XRP, but any digital asset that wants to improve upon and bring more utility and bring more use case, they are welcome. What's going on, Rasheen? Matt LaRose says, or Flare was subcontracted by RippleX to develop Codex X idea, right? And the point of that is, hey, if we can improve upon it, let's improve upon it. If there's something that the ledger can't currently do, let's make it better. Why can't that happen for Bitcoin? Why can't that happen for Bitcoin? I've been talking for an hour about Bitcoin, and there's one guy in the channel that keeps talking about poo-pooing, trying to poo-poo XRP. And that's what they want. They want me to war with him. That's what they want. They want us to war with one another. You got to get the bigger picture, guys. It's easier to control us when we're divided. And that's what she was calling out, in my humble opinion. Now, look, I may be wrong. She may say it's a totally different thing. But in my opinion, that leaning towards my thing is better than your thing, my price is moving and yours isn't moving, ha ha, that's what they want. They don't want us to come together and cheer for one another and want just as much success for you as I have for myself. They don't want that. They don't want that. Home-based income 101 said, yup. So that is ultimately the deal. And so again, you know, the bigger picture, I believe, is we want as many assets with real world use case utility to win in this space. And if Bitcoin's only use case is going to be store of value, then hallelujah. Let it be store of value. Right? I mean, that's ultimately the deal. And I hope that makes sense for you guys. And I hope the message resonates with you guys. Yeah, Rasheen be wealthy. You're right. I mean, much respect to DAI, but I mentioned enough about all the emphasis on why not BTC. The whole space is our turn to win. That ultimately is the deal. And I added that last part. The whole space is our turn to win. That's ultimately the deal there. So, you know, perhaps consider the bigger picture. Not about my things winning and your things not winning. Not about my technology is better than your technology. We want the entire digital asset space to win. You know, I want the person that is, you know, stuck on BTC and can't see any other technology and all they hold is BTC. I want them to win. I want the digital asset space to win. This is our shot, our choice, free market monetary system that we get to choose instead of having to succumb to the thing that they shove down our throats. Ultimately, that is the deal, my guys. All right, thank you so much, guys. Look, this is over 215 people on the stream. We got 113 likes. Can we get that to at least 150, guys? If you're enjoying the hangout, do me a favor, collapse the chat, go smash that like. Let's get the like button up to 150 people. What we want to do is we want to get this channel out to more of us, the average Joe and the average Jane in this space. Why? Because this is their chance to win. It's not out there in that market. It's not out there on Wall Street, right? It's here. Our shot to win is here in the digital asset space. Represents freedom and decentralization and monetary policy of sound money. Monetary policy of sound money. Negotiator says, you're the best. Thanks. I liked on the way in. Well, thank you, Negotiator. I appreciate that. Home-based income 101 said, enjoy the day I gave you. Like, bye. Have a great day. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in, miss. All right. That is what it's ultimately about, guys. Let's get that to 150 likes. We're almost there. We got 141 likes thus far. XRP Polygon now, man. Alex is called Polygon now, bro. Link and Cardano. I like it. I like it. That's right. It's been that way for a while, Chi-Town XRP. These days, financial freedom is freedom, indeed. Right. And so, you know, we got to think about the bigger picture because the more of us win, the more choices that we'll have. Right. And we want more choices. We want more economic and other choices. We want more. You know, because 2008, 2009, we haven't forgotten. Mark Timmer 2212 said he was number 41. I appreciate that. We're almost there, guys. 145 people. Love the perspective, Siege. Well, thank you, Mr. Mosley. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you being here. You know, so ultimately, that's what it's about. I 1000% agree with Crypto Eddie. You know, let's lean towards, let's lean into, you know, coming together, wanting all of us to win. Each of us need all of us, and all of us need each of us. it's easy to put down different technology because they're not the best. Let's hope that the space can last long enough so that these technologies can improve and improve and improve and improve upon themselves, right? That is really the key, guys. Joe D, thank you so much for being here. Alex, thanks for hanging out, my friend. Negotiator, thank you for checking in. Chian Dafe, thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate that. People sometimes treat crypto like football teams. I just got Explicam. Good for you, bro. It's good stuff. I don't know why it says that up there, but I'm glad it does. So now you know what it is. You can get it. Xian Dafe, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Great stream, fam. Check out Quick Swap. Oma Wele Yo Daji Rising Investment. How are you, my friend? Joe D. Thanks for the super chat, Wade Johnson. I appreciate that. I just stumbled on your channel and glad I did. I'm all in for crypto, especially XRP. Well, we appreciate you being here. Welcome to the digital asset space, bro. Make sure you ring that bell, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you know when we go live. Julius Grover, another great video. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you being here. Almost at 150, guys. Almost at 150 likes, at 149. Ed says, wise words, Sees. Thanks. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you saying that. Legendary, great stream, Sees. Thank you, Legendary. I appreciate you, brother. XRP #1, thank you. Appreciate you being here without question. Did I miss Property Rich is here? I was 114. What number was you? Thank you, Property Rich. I appreciate that. Amin Awida, you are the best, man. I love you. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. Back at you, brother. Listen, guys, listen, the digital asset space is our chance to win. The big important thing to get here, we say it on this channel all the time. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.